Everyone, today Aditya Badia is going to present my presentation on curriculum, its meaning, characteristics, and its type. Let us discuss the meaning, then we'll discuss some certain characteristics, and then we'll focus on the types of curriculums. First, we need to understand what is curriculum. The word curriculum has come from the word called the word curriculum is actually a Latin word which means race or the course of race. Curriculum includes all activities, whether be academic or non-academic in nature. Academic means related to books, studies. Non-academic in nature, for example, is like taking part in dance competition, taking part in talent hunt, taking part in art and craft. All these are non-academic in nature, but they are also a form of curriculum. For instance, taking students to a park and planting trees and all, which will educate them to connect to the nature and help them understand environment and connect that oxygen is needed for the environment and pollution emission is a problem and all that stuff. So everything is academic and non-academic in nature is included in curriculum. So what how do we define curriculum? So what is curriculum? Curriculum includes all learners experience in and outside the school. Yeah, it is within the school or outside the school that are included in a program, which is included in a program in the entire year, which has been devised to help develop. It has been devised in such a way that it helps to develop mental, physical, social, spiritual, and as well as moral abilities of an individual. So, curriculum is indirectly a whole package of all round development of a child. So, it is very important to devise the curriculum in such a way that it leads to all round development characteristics of a curriculum. So, when one is designing a curriculum, what are the things which one should keep mind in his, which should be in one's mind while designing a curriculum? Indirectly, how will the curriculum cater others? So, curriculum should be continuously evolving. Means curriculum in this lockdown environment, curriculum is continuously evolving because curriculum has been devised in such a way that the teaching is happening through online medium. The curriculum has been on OTT platforms, so it is continuously evolving. It keeps on changing with the change in the need and the environment. The curriculum is based upon the need of the people. Currently, the need of our is to teach students who are at home, and we are teaching them through online medium. So it's keeping on evolving. Uh, Curriculum is the result of a long-term effort. Obviously, designing a curriculum is an effort of long-term effort. NCF 2000 came, NCF 2005 came. Before NCF, there was an educational policy which had come. So it's a long-term effort, right? Curriculum is complex and in details. Obviously, curriculum is completely complex and it requires to be studied in details. Curriculum should provide logical sequence of subject matter. Whenever we are including a particular subject or include deducting a subject in a subject in a curriculum, there should always be a logical reason behind it. That's why I said provides logical sequence of a subject matter. Then the curriculum contemplates and operates with other programs in the community. Means curriculum is correlated with the community. Ultimately, we need curriculum is focuses on all round development of a child. For example, when you are planting a tree, you are actually giving back to the nature, giving back to the community in form of oxygen, which the oxygen and carbon dioxide ratio relationship with the plant. So that is how curriculum contemplates and cooperates with other programs in the community. The curriculum has educational qualities. Indeed, it has educational qualities. Padhana, it teaches how to learn, read alphabets, understand community through more reading. It has administrative and flexibility. Always the curriculum is flexible in nature. Currently, we used to go to school to learn. Now, but now in this lockdown, we are learning, but where? At our home, using our electronic devices. the curriculum is the participatory in nature, means everyone can participate in the curriculum, give input, and actually the entire community together with the school leads to the formation of curriculum in order to develop a curriculum which helps in all-round development of a child. Here we complete the characteristics of curriculum, and now we shall focus on types of curriculum. So there are basically three types of curriculum. The first type is subject-centric curriculum design, a model where the curriculum is divided into subject areas and there is a little flexibility for cross-curricular activity. Emphasis is placed on acquisition, memory, and knowledge of each specific content area. Subject-centric curriculum prevents students from understanding the wider content, means it's one of the drawbacks of subject-centric curriculum. Subject-centric curriculum is how it is divided, like entire curriculum is based upon subjects and how they are taught, and then the student needs to memorize, give exams, how much knowledge they have gained if is evaluated through there. So subject centric means it's related to only subjects which are being taught. Learner centric curriculum. Learner centric curriculum is related to learner, where who is the learner? The student is the learner over here. It caters to the needs of the students, interests and goals. It acknowledges that students are not uniform but individual. Every student is an individual and not all students are same, and therefore it should not be the same case with everyone while teaching. So it should be the subject to be a standardized curriculum. This approach basically aims learners and empowers them to create choices in their education. After we go to class 8, class 9, class 10, we choose commerce, computer science, everything. Like someone will take physiology, someone will take psychology as the mainstream, and then they will focus on there. That is learner-centric curriculum. Whereas subject-centric curriculum we used to have since our childhood, we were getting subject-centric curriculum. Now, problem-centric curriculum design. Problem-centric curricular design teaches students how to look at a particular problem and formulate a solution. There is always question marks in the mind of students regarding so many things. So problem-centric curriculum caters to this type of need of a student. Considered an authentic form of learning because students are exposed to real-life situations like brainstorming, discussion. They are being given problems and they give solutions to that problems, so they are exposed to the real life issues. This model helps students develop skills that are transferable in real life. In real life they can be very good orator, very good lecturer, if they are very good at explaining and finding solutions to any analytical problem. They can be scientists who can cater to the problems which are currently the society is facing, and so create a solution out of it. This model helps students develop skills for transferring to the real life. Problem-centric curriculum design has been shown to increase the relevance of the curriculum and encourages creativity, innovation and collaboration in the classroom. Currently, we need a creative mind to design PPT kits. Currently, we need a innovative mind to design sanitizers, to design temperature gun, to design at the lowest cost might be ventilators. So problem-centric curriculum, problem of corona, problem-centric curriculum helps to encourage what creativity, innovation, collaboration. So many people, Zomato has collaborated with so many inventors and all to deliver at your place food service. Earlier it used to deliver the cooked food, but now they are delivering even raw food. So that is innovation, collaboration. So that is problem centric curriculum. Basically we see the problem and accordingly design the curriculum which helps in all round development of a child. With this I like to conclude that today we have discussed curriculum, characteristics of curriculum and types of curriculum. Thank you all for being wonderful listeners. Thank you and thanks.